Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today we are back with another draft, people. We're back, uh, happily joined by Alfie once again. Big up to everyone as well that is watching this. And subscribe to Alfie in the title. We've been doing these drafts on a regular basis. We've recorded 4 drafts in a row. We're recording this on the 10th of September, so you'll see this in way in advance by now. But this is going to become a regular thing. This is going to become a regular thing in terms of drafts. We can do many more drafts. You got your ideas in the comments as well. Put them in the comments and record. We might record some of them as well, but we've got some ideas in mind already. But yeah, this one is the London draft. This is players that have played for London clubs, so they could play for other clubs as well. They could have played for a club outside of London, but the only rule that's going to change from the previous drafts: 3 per club. You can pick 3. Because otherwise this could take long. Don't get me wrong, if you could pick 2 per club, this will make it very interesting. But for example, guys, like London hasn't been that successful for us to only pick 2 from each. So it will still be interesting, but it's still gonna be tough. It's still gonna be tough. As you guys know, if you haven't watched the rules already, this is the only one where it's 3 per club, as I've said. Also, if a player goes, the other player can't pick it, the other person can't pick that player. We'll do a rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first, and then the other person that loses will decide the formation as well. And yeah, obviously only teams in London. So to get any confusion out the way, Watford does not count as London. I know some people are going to think that in the comments. Watford does not count. Watford is not London. It's not London. It's outside of London.
Neither is Luton.
Luton, yeah, as I said, Luton, it's not London. So what the teams, this could be, it's probably going to be Premier League anyway. You could, if you really wanted to pick for the Championship and got that desperate, you can. But London teams is where West Ham, like Alfie's an Arsenal fan. Wrong way. Alfie's an Arsenal fan. I'm a West Ham fan. And so West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, QPR, Palace, Charlton, Millwall, etc. Fulham, Leighton Orient, Brentford. Like
AFC Wimbledon.
AFC Wimbledon. Like, it's all our era as well. So we're only going to pick players that we've watched. So, Alfie, rock, paper, scissors. Once again.
Okay.
It's traditional. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, yes, I won. You pick the formation, though. What formation?
I'm going to go, as it's London clubs, Brexit football, 4-4-2.
4-4-2. Okay.
I feel like those are the only 2 formations that we can actually pick, really, that have that sort of pull about them. I know 4-4-2 isn't really played that much anymore, and 4-3-3 can be inverted in many different ways, but those 2 are the main ones that people usually pick.
Don't get me wrong, we might just fuck it up in a future draft to just make it interesting. We could do something different, but those are the main 2 that we will go with, because 4-4-2 was a big era of the first half of the Premier League and 4-3-3 in the second half of the Premier League.
Yeah, you never know. We might even stick 6 at the back.
Yeah, make our own formation. Like, we could do 3-5-2 if we really wanted to. We could do fucking diamond
4-2-4.
Yeah, 4-2-4. Even 4-2-4 would pretty much, we won't be too
3-4-3.
If 4-2-4 wouldn't even be too dissimilar to 4-4-2.
It'd just be 4 strikers.
Yeah, it could just be 4 number 9s. But yeah, I'm gonna pick my first pick. It's hard. This one's hard. Pause. But I'm gonna pick someone that I picked in my very first draft. I could pick someone. I could pick a lot of players, and it's 3 per team. So I'm going with Eden Hazard again. I want to go Eden Hazard again, so I'm going Eden Hazard. Start off easy. On to you.
I take it you're playing Hazard on the left-hand side?
Definitely. Not playing him up front.
Okay. Right-hand side, I'm going to go with a player that's currently playing. I'm going to get an Arsenal player out the way. I think you know who it is.
Yep.
Bukayo Saka.
Yep.
Need I say anything else?
No, you don't have to. Don't have to. I'm surprised that you picked him over the guy who's been picked in every draft.
I
Because
might stick him at left back. You never know, because he did play there.
you're not going to, because I'm picking him. I'm picking Gareth Bale. Fuck that.
Can I pick Gareth Gale then?
Gareth Gale. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Gareth Bale has been picked in every draft. I'm not doing a fucking other introduction to him. Gareth Bale.
Because you've got Hazard and Bale. Not only have you got
Exactly.
pace, you've got trickery as well, and a massive bundle on the left-hand side.
Jesus Christ. Pause. Pause. That's a big pause. What the fuck? He said no hesitation. I said, and you got a massive fucking bundle like you just saw like a 10 out of 10 on the streets.
He's bashing fullbacks out of the way with that arse.
But again, pause. Why is he bashing fullbacks? Why is he bashing? That is crazy. You're saying like it's carnival. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you've gone Hazard and Bale. I've gone with Saka. I'm going to find a loophole in this one because he does play for Arsenal currently, but he did play for West Ham. I am going to go with Declan Rice.
You motherfucker. Man picked two current Arsenal players.
Rice, baby.
In the all-time London draft, you picked two current Arsenal players. Interesting.
Because they're class.
Yeah, but you could have picked way better. You could have picked way better.
I feel like out of the two that I've picked, if you're looking at the players that played in the era that we started watching football, I feel like those two are two of the players that could actually hack it in that era.
They probably wouldn't be playing for Arsenal in that era, though.
No, probably not. But I feel like with Saka, obviously being a homegrown talent, I feel like Saka might have gone out on loan, and Rice might have stayed at West Ham. Or
yeah, definitely.
You never know if he probably would have been on loan at West Ham from Chelsea.
Maybe, I don't think we would have done business. They would have not even brought him through then because they did never bring through academy talents then. Then he started doing that under Lampard.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lampard, I'm going Frank Lampard.
You prick.
Well, you had the opportunity to go fucking Lampard. You went Declan Rice. You went Declan Rice over Lampard. Yeah. And let's be honest, he should have been picked in an all-time Premier League draft, but we couldn't find space for him. However, yeah, Frank Lampard, one of the top goal scoring I think he's the top goal scoring midfielder in the Premier League. And I said, as much as I don't like the guy, I'm putting my bias, the West Ham bias aside, and I have to put my West Ham bias aside for a London draft because I hate three of these teams, so I can't really pick West Ham players. In fact, four, Millwall as well. But 5 Palace, I can say 5 probably. But yeah, Lampard. Need I say any more? Like, this guy is one of the greatest in the Prem. Simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason.
Yeah, in a 4-4-2 as well. Let him go. Later rivals in the box. He'll be fun. He'll be fun.
My next player, also from Chelsea.
Yep.
Mr. Chelsea. John Terry.
Oh. Okay.
Terry at centre back.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Now you're into it. Now you're picking elite players now.
Very controversial, obviously, with the whole business with Wayne Bridge or the racial abuse of Anton Ferdinand. But if you put all that aside, his footballing ability was brilliant.
Yeah, for just stretching football, he's fun.
Constantly, he was always a player that Mourinho looked at as one of his key men.
Yeah, facts. Leadership, both feet, good on the ball, great defending. Like, as a player, there's not really much bad to say about him.
No, not really.
Like, there's a great pick. I picked 2 Chelsea players and a Tottenham player. I felt disgusting by just doing that itself, but I'm not gonna. I'm being real. As much as I'm wearing a West Ham shirt, I'm not picking a West Ham player first. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to redeem myself from the first 2 drafts, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, the score's currently 2-1.
Yeah, the score is currently 2-1. If we're being completely objective, Alfie's won the first 2. Sorry if it's spoiler alert if you haven't watched the drafts already, but you should have by now. And I probably would have edged the 3rd draft. But I'm trying to redeem myself. I've started off well. Hazard, Lampard, and Bale. But now I'm in a pickle. Because there's 2 players I want to pick from Chelsea now, and I've already picked 2 Chelsea players. But I'm gonna pick the guy who I've picked in another 2 drafts. I have to. And this rules out you picking it, and I'm being tactical. This rules out you picking him for Arsenal as well, even though it's kind of before our era. Ashley Cole.
Yeah,
as long as I put Cheryl Cole aside, great player.
Put Cheryl Cole aside, put him shooting the kid with the BB gun aside.
Oh, yeah, true.
And nearly crashing his car when he found out what Arsenal were offering him. Again, it's a similar situation with John Terry.
Not quite, but yeah.
Not quite, but in terms of like controversies,
yeah.
If you put them aside, footballing ability. If we're looking at football ability alone, there's no reason why they shouldn't be in any of our teams.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a bit of a random one up front.
Okay.
I'm going to go with one of your boys. He was only with you for a season. Part of that great escape season of 06-07.
Oh, right.
Carlos Tevez.
That's a great pick. I kind of said that I watched him for West Ham. I can only say I've watched him for the Manchester Cups. So I was 4 years old when that happened. So
I mean, he turned up on the last day of the 06-07 season and scored at Old Trafford.
Yep.
A free kick against Tottenham. Like, I've heard many West Ham fans talk about the greatest escape that season.
Yeah.
You guys even beat us, and Pardew and Wenger had a spat on the touchline.
Yeah, it's very rare that we beat Arsenal in the Premier League era. We don't have many wins at all against Arsenal.
I mean, you got one last season.
Yeah, and that's why it was so good, because it was so rare. We got very lucky.
I'm waiting for the little sponsor. Did someone say so rare?
We are disclaimer. We are not sponsored by So Rare. I don't even know what it is.
It's like a fantasy football app.
Oh, okay. Well, So Rare, if you're watching this, if you want to sponsor a channel with 500 subscribers, feel free. But I don't know whether to go defense now, because there ain't many great defenders. I've got to be very careful. Very, very careful. But I'm going to pick someone that you picked last draft, because this guy on his day was very good, and we talked about him being safe for big games. Could have been the best centre-back that England produced if he was fully fit. Ledley King. That's one of my Tottenham picks. I've picked 2. I picked 3 Chelsea players and 2 Tottenham players. Okay, I haven't really variety in it well, but I'm just trying to be tactical with it. So
I mean, I've picked 2 West Ham players.
Yeah, you picked 2 West Ham. Yeah, you're smoking something else, bruv. 2 West Ham players.
I thought since I'm on the channel, I've got to show respect.
Fair enough. But yeah, Ledley King. Because obviously you picked John Terry. I have to pick someone of a high caliber centre back before.
Yeah.
I miss out on a fantastic English partnership. So, Ledley King it is, man.
At left back, very random one, but a Spurs player.
Yeah.
Benoit Asuakoto.
That's not who I thought you was going to go with. I thought he was going to go with Danny Rose.
See, I could have gone with Danny Rose, but that goal against us still sticks in my mind.
You can't be biased in this. You can't. Because otherwise you can't pick anyone then. You can't pick any Tottenham player. Asuakoto. Fair enough. He's a good player on his day.
On his day, he was a brilliant player.
He hated football, you know?
I just wish he had a fucking haircut.
Yeah. Do you know he hated football? He hated playing it. He hated playing football. He couldn't wait to retire. He just didn't. He didn't like the game. Hated it. But he was a good player.
I could never imagine that. Like, how can someone who's being paid thousands of pounds to kick a ball around hate kicking a ball around?
I don't even know. Like, sometimes that
I
just
mean,
happens. Like,
if we're talking about us two,
yeah,
we'd
obviously.
love to be in that position.
That's because of the positions we're in, though. It's perspective, isn't it? Because when you're in that position, you're very complacent with money, and you're like, because you got the money, you're so far in control of your life, you think, I want to do something else. So it's just perspective, I guess. But obviously, if I get paid to play football, I mean, I'm living a good life, but that's because I'm at home right now, just doing this. It's perspective. I'm here talking about football instead of playing it. But yeah, Aspercott is a good pick. Again, I don't know whether to go. No, I have to go here. I have to because this is a great midfield too. And because he already played at Chelsea, I'm going to pick him for Arsenal. One of my favourite midfielders to ever play in the Premier League. A man who, as we discussed in the previous draft, Arsenal should have got back. Cesc Fabregas. A great midfielder, maestro midfield, a controller, keeps it ticking. Him and Lampard. Yeah, of course, maybe physically he might get run over, but get Fabregas to dictate the play, get Lampard to late runs in the box. Bale and Hazard on the wings.
Not to mention with Fabregas as well, he also scored in a Champions League match. He scored a penalty with a broken leg.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's dedication.
That's proper men as well. Like, nowadays, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that.
No way.
So, understandable, but that's my first Arsenal pick. Obviously, it could have been a Chelsea pick if I had Chelsea players. So
I don't think I've. Oh no, wait, I did. I picked John Terry, didn't I?
Yeah, you picked John Terry.
I'm gonna go for goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Thibaut Courtois.
Not Petr Cech?
No, not Petr Cech.
Courtois over Cech in the Premier League.
I feel like simply because with Courtois, he was a good goalkeeper for Chelsea. I think one of the main performances that sticks in my head with Thibaut Courtois for Chelsea was the triple save against Hull, the season they won the league.
Yeah,
it was just, and to have the confidence to push a player like Petr Cech out of the Chelsea side, that just shows how much quality you've got as a player.
Yeah, he's a cheat code and go in it. Like you can't really score past him that often. It takes a lot. Obviously, from a Chelsea point of view, I know a lot of Chelsea fans are going to be like, the way he left and all that. That doesn't deter from how good he was, but
I don't. What, Courtois?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't deter from how good he was, but
no.
I get where Chelsea fans are coming from for that situation, but obviously, I think Cech was a better Premier League goalkeeper. It says about overall goalkeepers. It's a debate. It's a very big debate because people forget how good Petr Cech was. Petr Cech's the best goalkeeper I've seen in the Prem. Put it that way. Best goalkeeper I've seen in the Prem. I can't pick him because I've already picked my Chelsea players and I'm not picking him for Arsenal. So I'm going to think of someone else. But if I get desperate, I might. But yeah, good pick again. Okay, now this is a problem. I put myself in a problem again where right back is an issue. So I'm going to have to come back to right back later because I'm about to use my Tottenham pick. And I'm not going to be biased. I cannot let my bias get in front of this. And it'll be a disservice if I wasn't to pick him. As much as I don't like the guy, as much as he doesn't maybe turn up in a big game. He's a great goal scorer. So I have to pick him. It's Harry Kane. Like, if I'm not being biased, he's a great goal scorer. Like, bias aside, jokes aside, great goal scorer, can hold up play, drop deep and all that, but he's better just in the box, just where he can finish. A deadly finisher, ruthless finisher. Was doubted at the start of when he broke through, but at the end of the day, he's proven them sort of doubters wrong. Whether this will be the first time he wins a trophy this season, we will see. But he did. To be honest, he does deserve to win a trophy in terms of his ability. But he left it himself for Tottenham for too long. And however, if you make it known that you're a great player and you're an asset under Tottenham, Levy ain't letting you go unless it's for a massive price. So you kind of had to run your contract down anyway. Otherwise, they would have left him on a free, which is kind of stupid in itself.
I feel like if he'd have left on a free, that would have rubbed Spurs fans up the wrong way.
But they also would have had to understand that this is Daniel Levy we're talking about. There would have been a big split. It would have been, to be fair, it would have been even more chaotic because there would be that big toxicity between some people blaming Kane, some people blaming Levy, and it would have made it quite toxic. So that's Daniel Levy for you. We'll see if he wins something this season with Bayern. It was typical Harry Kane that Leverkusen won the league, and Bayern Munich lost the league title the one season he was there. But listen, whatever. It is what it is. That's my Tottenham picks done. I'm really happy with my team so far. Like Ledley King, Ashley Cole, Gareth Bale, Lampard, Fabregas, Hazard, and Kane. That is so far quite a big all-star lineup, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I think you might have won this one, you know.
We'll see. It's
and
not over.
I'm going to complete my strike partnership.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got Carlos Tevez set up on his own at the moment, so I need someone to go alongside him. I've mentioned both of these players in the Premier League draft.
Yep.
But I'm not going to pick either of them. But I am going to round out my Chelsea players.
Oh, okay.
Diego Costa.
That's a great pick. How come you didn't go with either Drogba or Hazard, though? Drogba or Henry, sorry.
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to... Obviously, I picked both of them in the Premier League draft for understandable reasons. Obviously, Didier Drogba, one of the biggest clutch players in Premier League history and Champions League history. And you've got Thierry Henry, who had that je ne sais quoi to his game and made the Premier League sexy. But Diego Costa, his first season was incredible. Not so much his second season when Mourinho got sacked. His third season at Chelsea, his only season where he was playing under Conte, he was still a good player. It's just a shame that Conte turned around to him and said, "I don't want you here anymore."
Yeah, that was ridiculous how they let him go. They haven't been able to replace him since. One of the best it's still one of the best strikers I've seen in the Prem, and he was a nuisance to every defender possible. Like, especially it was of an era where defending was taking a decline.
Yeah,
and the natural defenders were taking a decline, and he was having his way with every defender. Very crucial to the way they played. Great pick again. I'm struggling. I know I've done well so far, but I haven't even picked a West Ham player yet. But to be fair, with the position I have left, I've probably picking the wrong. It's probably the wrong positions to pick a West Ham player. I'm being 100% honest. Striker is not a position where you want to pick a West Ham player.
Who are you going to go for?
Neither is centre back. Neither is right back. Unless I'm picking Wan-Bissaka now, but I'm not picking them off the 4 games in the Premier League.
You're not going to pick Soufal?
I think you know the answer. Goalkeeper, I could pick a West Ham player, so I'll leave that till last. Striker, I'm trying to think if there's anyone that I've really missed out on that I could play up front. And I think there is.
Who have you got up front at the moment?
Harry Kane.
I've just
thought of a really good partnership. Because I cannot pick another Tottenham player. I cannot pick another Chelsea player. I'm going to go with an Arsenal player. Now, this striker has not been mentioned in any... Don't say it. The striker has not been mentioned in any draft yet that we've done. And obviously, he was a very, very good servant for the club. And definitely...
Was he?
Yes, he treated the fans so well.
Fuck off.
Moving to Manchester United. No, not him.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Robin Van Persie.
fuck's sake. I'm kicking myself.
What a partnership!
Why the
Kane and
fuck did I
Van
pick
Persie.
Tevez?
Why did you pick Tevez, Saka, and Rice? Come on, the depth of options that's there, and you pick them three.
Bro, it's right now it's 11:30 at night. I'm bugging right now. I'm clutching at straws here, bro. Allow me.
Bro, Robin Van Persie just clicked into my mind, that we've kept the all-star lineup. We've kept that. Robin Van Persie. Do you know what's funny, yeah? Obviously, this is my era. So in school, all the Arsenal fans were trying to recreate Van Persie's natural left foot strike on the volley. That goal against Everton, for example.
What, the one
Like,
that Song assisted?
yeah. That natural partnership that they had. Again, big up to Alex Song, both good at both clubs. But Robin Van Persie, that on the volley, like even right footers in school were trying to recreate that with their left foot. Like it's them kind of goals that you don't get in the Premier League with them kind of strikers of that kind of caliber you'll never see again, probably. And
No.
he was just unfortunate to be in an era of so many great strikers because he doesn't get the plaudits that he deserves.
I mean, he said even himself that he didn't even rate himself properly as a player when Henri left. That
Yeah.
To take on that number 9 role. I mean, he even
Yeah.
said that he asked Wenger if he was going to buy a striker after Henri left. And he was like, I think you should because we're a little bit short. And and Wenger was like, you're my striker.
That's
and
class.
Look how that turned out.
Yeah. Do you know as well? Like, I know a lot of Arsenal fans are upset the way he left, but he even said himself, he tried to say as clearly as possible, he wanted to stay at Arsenal, but they didn't give contracts to people of that age, of the contract that he wanted to pick, and he wanted to win the Premier League. But
Do
I
you know
understand
what?
that Arsenal fans would be angry at Man United, at him moving to Manchester United as well.
Do you know what? At the time, I was pissed off.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because you're leaving for a rival.
Mm-hmm.
And that is always going to rub fans up the wrong way. Like, no matter who you play for, no matter what club it is, it's always going to rub fans up the wrong way when you move for a rival. But as the years went on, you sort of understood the idea behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was better him, because he even said himself that he had the choice between United and City.
Yeah.
And it made more sense going to United, who were trying to get the title back from City, than going to City, because he would have he'd have been battling with Aguero.
Yeah, even then though, he could have played with Aguero because they were still playing two up front. They had Balotelli, Tevez, and Dzeko, and I think Tevez would have left. Yeah, and I think Tevez would have left maybe by then. I think he went to Juve after that, or he might have stayed maybe one more season because Mancini and Tevez fell out the season before when they won the league. So I'm not sure whether Tevez would have left then. But I think that's the kind of replacement they were finding. I think he could have played with Aguero, but it made way more sense because the partnership with Rooney, the goal against Aston Villa, for example, that epitomizes that relationship that they had. Wayne Rooney was fucking ridiculous as a player, and Robin Van Persie on top of that, it just adds the cherry on top, which made that formidable partnership. So Robin Van Persie, like again, as I said, he was underrated because of the strikers he was accompanied by. The Rooneys, the Drugbas, he literally played with Thierry Henry, like throughout that whole era of strikers. He was underrated. Aguero's coming in after that, so he deserved a couple more titles. He deserved to win more major honours. And how can we not talk about Robin van Persie? I know it's not Premier League, but without that header against Spain, like, and just in terms of that, his goal caliber, like in terms of like scorer of great goals, he's up there with one of the best.
We're not even talking about the volley against Charlton.
Oh yeah, the one in the air, bruv. Bro, he was
flew
in the air.
twice.
He was in the air. Like how?
Air
the
VP.
Whole body. Air VP. Fucking hell. But yeah. Sensational. On to your pick.
I'm trying to think. Who have I picked so far? So I've got Courtois. I've got Asuakoto.
Terry.
Have I got anyone else alongside Terry at centre back?
I don't think so.
Um,
You got midfield, Saka, Rice.
Saka,
Uh,
Rice. Um,
you should have four play. You should have four positions left.
I
You
know
done your
I've
struggle. You got Tevez
I've
and
done.
Costa.
I know I've got left mid left.
So you got left mid, centre back, right back then, because you got Courtois. So that should be the four position you have left.
Um, my mind's gone blank. Oh, hold on. Perez.
You watch Pires, yeah?
Yeah.
Was he Emirates as well then? Did he play in it in the
No,
Emirates?
he was he left Arsenal after our last season at Highbury.
Okay, so he left when Highbury left.
Because remember, you probably weren't watching it, but I'm sure you've seen the clip of that penalty that he missed up with Henry against City.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
last season, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, because of the kit. I only remember that because of the kit.
I've got that kit somewhere.
Oh yeah,
I might have to bring it out for the video after the North London derby.
probably if you win. We
Fingers
are recording
crossed.
this before the North London derby. I have to remind people, 10th of September we're recording this. So at this current moment in time, we don't know the score. At this current moment in time, you know the score as you're watching this video. So, but yeah, Robert Pires, fair enough. It was a great pick. Let's put yourself back in the driving seat. So that you got one centre mid after to complete the whole midfield. You've
I've
also
got
got two
one centre
defenders.
mid. I've got one centre mid, left mid,
You done left mid.
right. Oh, I've done left mid, centre mid, right back, and centre back.
Yeah, centre mid, right back, centre back, because you picked Saka, Rice, Perez in midfield. I've got goalkeeper, right back, centre back left. And here's my conundrum. I mentioned this earlier. I picked every Tottenham player that I can pick. I picked every Arsenal player I can pick, and I picked every Chelsea player that I can pick. So that leads me to West Ham, really, because I ain't picking
And
a Palace
Palace.
defender. I ain't picking a Palace defender
Mm.
unless I can pick one, but that's if I get desperate. Right back, I can't. That's the West Ham right backs that I've watched in my life. When I talk about West Ham right backs that I've watched in my life, I've watched a lot of shit. A lot of shit right backs. Palace have had Joel Ward at best. I'm not picking Joel Ward. Joel Ward decent at like in terms of a servant, but that's uninspiring. To be safe, I'm gonna go with my goalkeeper, and I'm gonna pick Fabianski for West Ham, of course. Good. He's been decent. He's probably been the best goalkeeper I've seen at West Ham. In terms of coming out, in terms of what's it called, commanding his box, very good. Don't get me wrong, does take so long to release the ball with his feet or hands, and he can't kick a ball. However, when it comes to actually saving you in a big game, he's always clutch, always. Compared to his time at Arsenal, at times in Swansea at West Ham, it was very odd that it was very now and then where he made a mistake. Second choice now, but done very well for West Ham. So I'm happy with picking him at goalkeeper. It's just right back where I'm really struggling. So I'm
Yeah,
happy with what I picked
I
for now.
think we're both struggling at right back.
Yeah, we've gone in
So
too early with our picks.
what positions have you got left now? Because you've
Right back and
taken
centre back.
goalkeeper.
That's your two of your positions as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna get one of the midfielders out the way.
Mm.
How many Chelsea players have I picked? Oh, I've picked 3, haven't I? Fuck.
If you picked Courtois,
Courtois, Terry, and Costa.
Costa. How many Tottenham players you picked? You picked Eddie. You picked 3 Arsenal. Wait. Who you put up
I
front?
picked Costa and Tevez.
You picked 2 West Ham. I just realised you got an Arsenal pick because you picked 2 West Ham. You picked Rice at West Ham,
Yeah.
and you put Saka and Pires So you've got a West Ham pick left. You've got 2 Tottenham picks.
No,
Two Tottenham
have I
picks?
got 2 Tottenham picks? I
No,
think
no.
I've got one.
One.
Asuakoto.
Asuakoto and who else?
No, I think I've only just got one.
Yeah, so you've got 2 Tottenham left. That's what I said. So you can pick an Arsenal player and 2 Tottenham. If you really wanted to, because you picked 2 West Ham already.
Okay. I'm going to get the centre midfielder out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible the way his career's turned out. Obviously, I had a lot of personal issues. But when he broke through into that Tottenham side, he was incredible. Dele Alli.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, fair. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
His first season at Spurs, that goal against Palace at Selhurst Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant skill.
That was rude. It's rude the way he did the defender and just smacked it. It's fucking bullying. That was ridiculous. The way he hit that. Pause.
Yeah.
Right. It's mental. Wait, who did you have up front? Sorry.
Tevez and Diego Costa.
Okay. Yeah, I just realised that's a lot of South American roughness. Defenders ain't wanting that.
Well, they both look like bulldogs, don't they? So
yeah, they both look like fucking dust. Like they both just look like utter shit. Like their faces just look like a mess. That's coming from me. But they just look like mud. Your face puts in mud and just fucking cement. They look like they're about to bite you, but they're not actually going to Suarez you. They're just going to think they're going to bite you. But yeah, it's another great pick. Another great pick. And I'm struggling still.
I think this is the first time out of the drafts that we've done that we've both got the same positions left.
Yeah.
Because we've both got a centre back and a right back.
And we're both in 2 different situations because, I mean, you can pick a West Ham defender if you really wanted to, but you shouldn't. I don't really have much choice. Right back is the worst one. The thing is, you weren't struggling at right back like I'm struggling at right back. Because there's options for you.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. I refuse to pick Sufal. I'm not going to pick Sufal, even though it's probably the best option I can think of. My team looks really good. Fuck that. Fuck that. Jenkinson. He pissed me off at West Ham. He pissed me off. Like, first season, he was really good. Second season, fuck that. Wasn't to punch him in the face. That guy...
Wait, what was his first season?
14-15 season. He was on loan twice. We extended his loan. He was under Allardyce. He played, like... We played a diamond. Him and Cresswell bombed on, and they were really crucial. Really good.
Because in his second season, again, last season at the Boleyn, didn't he go in goal because Adrian got sent off against Leicester?
Yeah. He was shit against Bournemouth in the previous game. He pretty much gave away nearly every goal.
No, because you played Bournemouth. You played Bournemouth after, didn't you?
Yeah.
You played Bournemouth after you played Leicester.
Yeah, I think so. He went in goal
You
for
beat
Leicester.
us.
Then played shit against
You
Bournemouth.
beat us opening day.
Yeah, you couldn't play that game, obviously.
I
think Tompkins played right back then. Because he didn't have anyone else. Because we then signed Sam Byron mid-season, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember. Because I think Joey O'Brien was still at the club, but he was a squad player because he was pretty much like dusted. Joey O'Brien's a shout, but he did well in the Championship mainly, not the Premier League. But to save myself some time, I'm gonna go with a current player for Crystal Palace, Mark Gay.
Uncle Mark.
He's the only current player, only current player, apart from Kane that I picked, but only current player playing for their club, well, apart from Fabianski. So it's still decent.
I mean, I wouldn't complain at Mark Gahey.
Yeah, I like Mark Gay, but I just wanted to keep my theme up. But I can't.
I feel
to be
like
honest, it's probably better than some Arsenal centre backs in the 2010s.
I feel like with Mark Gahey, I think he was one of the only players to come out of England's squad at the Euros with any credit. because he
Oh,
didn't
definitely.
really put a foot wrong. He got
No.
suspended for 1 game, but that was because of too many yellow cards.
Yeah, and then Konza came and did a great job. Him,
Yeah.
Stones, and Konza did a great job. So I can't argue with them. But the others look down upon yourselves.
Mm.
Starters, not Palmer and Watkins, but the starters, the Rices, the
Foden.
Sakas, Foden, Kane.
Foden and Kane were poor.
Walker was terrible. Trippier at left back. Like, legit, Rice wasn't great. Saka did well against Switzerland, because he was the only one pushing for anything, and he deserved the goal. But other than that, he wasn't great. Foden was fucking shit.
Foden during the Euros proved that he can only play well under Pep.
Not even that. It was like, you're meant to be the main guy, but you didn't show it. Bellingham was fucking shit. I don't care if he scored an overhead kick. In general 90 minutes,
Bellingham got found out.
Dog shit. Bellingham was like, we needed to have serious conversations about the guy. That was a man who had serious conversations.
He had comfortability at Real Madrid. I feel like when you stick him in that England team, he struggles.
It's because he had all the pieces at Real Madrid.
It's because they're trying to make him the poster boy for English football.
Yeah.
Like, he's meant to be the new Beckham.
Yeah. It's on to your pick, right back and centre back. I think you got left.
So, I think I'm gonna put it down to right back as my last position to pick. Give me a little bit of time to think about who I want at right back, but for centre back, I could go with either of these teams that he's played for, but I'm gonna go with the team he played for being Arsenal. He did come back and win the league at White Hart Lane. It's Judas himself, Sol Campbell.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't argue with that. It's quite obvious who you should pick at right back, in my opinion. I think that's quite an obvious one, but I don't know whether.
I feel like I'm thinking the same thing here with right back.
Yeah, obviously I can't pick who you're picking anyway.
Yeah.
Because my Tottenham players are King, Bale, and Kane. My Chelsea players are Cole, Lampard, and Hazard. My Arsenal players are. Wait, I've only picked 2 Arsenal.
You've got 1 Arsenal left.
And to be honest, I'm not really missing out on a centre back because I know I could have picked the current one. So fair enough, I messed up with that. But that means I couldn't have picked one at right back. So I know I could have picked a Gabriel or Saliba. But I would have had to pick fucking Daniel Munoz from Palace. Or I would have had to pick fucking Vladimir Seifel, which I'm not going to do. I'm not picking a cut. And listen, I know Wan-Bissaka's there, but he's played 3 games. There's no point doing that. So
I suppose you could pick Wan-Bissaka for Palace because he did play for Palace.
I could, but Wan-Bissaka at Palace, or the one I'm thinking of. Hold on, I'm just double checking. Fabregas and Robert van Persie are only 2. So if we're looking at Arsenal right backs over the years, they're not great. I'll be real. They're not great. So we're looking at Abue. Abue's not great. Bakary Sagna was fine. It's fine. It was okay.
Bellerin.
Bellerin wasn't great at the end. When he lost his pace, he lost himself. Debussy. This is the players, the kind of players we're looking at. So I'm going to go for current player. I'm going Ben White. That's the best one I've got. That's the best one I've got. I think that's a good back 4.
Yeah.
I've gone with 2 current players, yes, and yes, again, I messed up on a centre back. So I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you could have picked Gabriel or Saliba." Yeah, but right back, I could have picked Wan-Bissaka at Palace. But it was either that or Gay now and Ben White now. So either way, it's fine. And imagine Gay and Ledley King. That's a good centre back partnership.
That's a good partnership, yeah.
And Ashley Cole and Ben White. That's a good back 4. On to you, right back.
All English back 4 as well.
Yeah, all English. Proper Brexit.
I feel like we were both thinking of this player. Obviously, you can't pick him because you picked your maximum Tottenham players, but I still can. Kieran Trippier.
I thought you were going to go with the other one.
Who?
Walker.
Oh no, he's got too many families, man.
Fucking hell.
I don't want that shit in my team. I don't want that problem in my team.
Walker was way better for Tottenham than Trippier was, though. They didn't like Trippier at Tottenham. You remember that own goal he scored against Chelsea?
Oh, what, against Chelsea? Oh my god.
It looked like he finished it himself. Do you know when I first ever saw that? Someone sent it to me on Snapchat, and I thought he scored because how good the finish was.
I think when I'm thinking of Trippier, I'm thinking of set pieces.
Yeah,
he's decent at set pieces.
But you are picking a Tottenham version.
Yeah.
So
but I'd rather have Kieran Trippier at Tottenham than him at Burnley.
Well, yeah, you can't pick him at Burnley. No shit.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't pick him at Burnley. I can't pick him at Newcastle. I can't pick him at Echo.
No shit, they're not in London. But like, you could have had Kyle Walker.
Again, too many families.
What the fucking hell? Fucking hell, your brain is fried right now.
Trust me.
But all right, let's go through the teams. Your team first, bro.
Thibaut Courtois in goal. Back four of Benoit Asuakoto, Sol Campbell, John Terry, and Kieran Trippier. Midfield four of Robert Pires, Declan Rice, Saka on the right, and Dele Alli. And front two of Diego Costa and Carlos Tevez.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's actually a good team. I've gone with Fabianski in goal. Ben White, Ledley King, Mark Gay, Ashley Cole. Which it will get better, guys, I promise. Gareth Bale, Lampard, Fabregas, and Hazard. And then up front, Kane and Robin van Persie. Now, if I'm looking at it objectively, yeah, I may have started well. I think I have the better fullback partnership. You have a better centre-back partnership. You have a better goalkeeper. I think I have a better midfield and a better front two. So it's very hard to call. You could almost say that's a draw, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, if I've leveled you in defence, I might have edged it because I've got a better midfield and attack, in my opinion. But you've got a better goalkeeper, better centre-backs. So I might have got you just about, but it's like I've scored in the 96th minute. That's how close it is. But that's because you were smoking crack at the start. I don't know why you picked Saka and Rice as your first two. That's why you fucked it. I think if you were switched on, you could have easily won that.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But Saka and Rice as your first two was crazy. You got gas with the Arsenal team at the start. It's like, yes, I can pick current Arsenal players. When there were so many past Arsenal players you could have picked. But this has been lots of fun, people. We're going to do these drafts a lot more often. We've recorded 4 in a row, so you've got to be blessed with the content that you've got. Make sure to subscribe to Alfie in the title. I think he's in the title. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me in the email for the inquiries. GVO Max on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.